The last time I made Discord emojis, I ruined my entire server and exposed myself to the very creative, not at all toxic world of this stuff. So for today's video, we're doing it again. Great job, Daniel. It worked out way better in my head, okay? I got a few viewers from the server and said they could decide on any emoji idea they want, and I have to make it in Blender. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself, but it's happening. To make it interesting, they have to do something in Blender, and whoever makes the best thing gets to decide.
The winner gets to choose what Daniel has to make, and he has to do that.
That's unsettling, so they're gonna get started with that, and in the meantime, let's take a look at some of the other emoji ideas that people have given me. Sad Pog, that's a safe choice. Dog that turns into Skittles, I guess that's a safe choice. What? Browsing the internet with Surfshark VPN? Now that's a safe choice. Not using a VPN is like running around in a minefield without clothes on. You might be fine, but why would you do that? Look, I don't know what you're doing over there, but you better know that if they wanted to, the people who run your internet and anybody nearby who knows how to look can see all of it. With Surfshark VPN, they don't get to see that. They only see the VPN connection. For all they know, you could be over here. Not to mention, being over here can get you cheaper flights. Being over here lets you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine on Netflix and bypass internet censorship, to name a few benefits. Surfshark makes it easy to connect from any of these places. I got it set up in like 5 minutes. Get it on your phone, your laptop, your Samsung smart fridge. Okay, I don't actually know about that last one. If you use the code DanielKrafft or click the link in the description, you can get 83% off, meaning it's $2 a month. You can literally get your money back if you don't want it, and you get all this stuff. So thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. Click the link to get that discount. It's not something you can just get on their website later. All right, enough of that. Let's check in on the boys and see how their competition is going. Yep, pretty much what I expected. In the meantime, I had a lot of ideas to choose from, but I ended up picking Luigi because I can just download it. I tossed it into Blender, messed around with it a bit, opened the eyelids. Oh, that's pleasant. One exorcist later, the model's looking good. Now I've just got to figure out what I want to make of it. And then it hit me. I looked at it from the side and suddenly, it was all clear. I knew what I had to do. This is the most toxic, unnecessary bioweapon of an emoji that would get me banned from my own server if I were to post it. Oh, there, much better. Okay, the contest is over now. They had an hour to make a landscape. These were their renders. They look okay for being made in under an hour. The winner has been chosen, and it's time for them to reveal what exactly I have to make today.
You have your emote idea now.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so what is it?
Alright, so explosion head. Here, let me send it. It's like the mind blow explosion.
Yeah.
But with photorealistic, we're talking Sims here.
Awesome, got it. If you've ever seen my videos before, you know I like to start with a reference image. I downloaded the mind blown emoji and decided to use that. I started the model with a sphere, although at this point in the process, I was still completely clueless as to how I would actually make this happen. I downloaded the default YouTube thumbnail and projected it onto the sphere. This is gonna be awful. I knew it couldn't just be a sphere, so I started sculpting facial features on it, and it did not make it any better. Next, I did the lips and the eyes, just using the draw and inflate brushes, and although it's obviously cursed, it kind of works for what it's worth. From a frontal perspective, this scuffed 3D illusion is more than we even need. Something I happened to learn more about was mesh filters, which is the way to apply certain effects to the entire mesh. Things like In the end, it was clearly a masterpiece. Now I just needed to make it explode. I enabled Cell Fracture, which is a default add-on, and used it to fragment the object into these nice chunks. It was perfect for what I needed, besides two major things. The inner part of these pieces did not look good, and it would be a pain to texture it manually. Second, the cracks show very obviously across the entire model, while I just want the top part to blow up. To fix this, I duplicated the face and made it slightly bigger. I made a fancy material that makes it become more and more transparent the higher up on the model, and I can control it using this color ramp node. That means the bottom will be fully opaque, but it will fade away so the cracks become visible towards the top. For the other problem, thankfully Cell Fracture splits the outside and inside faces from each other, so I was able to select the top parts with L, invert the selection, and delete all the inside faces. I put a solidify modifier on one of them to give it a bit of depth, and once I was sure that it worked, I used Ctrl L to link all the modifiers between all the other pieces. This was starting to look exactly like I wanted it to, but the most important part was missing, and that, of course, is flames and smoke. And there's a lot of ways to go about this. Unfortunately, I can't be bothered to do any of them, so A thank you. Blender now supports OpenVDB, which is a file format for volumes. Smoke is a volume, explosions are volumes, clouds are volumes. I found this one on this website, and you can try it out too. It does take a while to download because not only is it almost a gigabyte, it's also a .rar file, so after I already downloaded it, I got to upload, convert, and download it again. But it all ended up being worth it because the results are amazing. You can even import multiple at once and have them animated. At first it only looks like smoke, but that's because you have to turn up the temperature and black body strength in a new material. After implanting the explosion into the subject, finally the masterpiece is complete. Let's see what the winner of the contest has to say about it. Oh, he loves it. It looks so cursed, and while I can't say it's my favorite creation, I can say it reminds me of the Drake commercial. And that's what really matters. Thanks, Surfshark. Take it easy, everybody.